When Antoinette Ceballos lost her 34-year-old husband to COVID-19 last year, she had to move into a small room at her in-laws with her 3 children and all her belongings. Now she works nearly 12 hours per day, 7 days a week. Her 16-year-old son looks after the smaller ones.
I usually make $10 per day, but sometimes there is no work, and sometimes I only make $7 in a day.
Hardly enough for food and medicine, she says. Their life turned upside down, like for most poor families who have lost their breadwinner to the pandemic. More than 200,000 Peruvians have died of coronavirus. Peru has the highest per capita death rate in the world. Official government figures put the number of children who have lost one or both parents to the disease at about 10,000. But the Lancet Medical Journal says 1 of every 100 minors has lost a caregiver, a total of more than 99,000 children affected.
Added to the shock they already have because of the confinement, they lack face-to-face classes. They have stress and anxiety. It's a critical situation.
In April, the government rolled out a grants plan of nearly $50 for each child, but families have to apply online, and for many that has proven difficult.
Everything is virtual. First, they told me that information was missing, then that it had already been paid. I feel like they're lying to me.
The government says by June, only 3,000 children were receiving the pension.
Children not only face the sadness of having lost a parent, most are poor, and it is unlikely they will receive psychological help to overcome what for many has been a traumatic experience.
Antoinette says David and Zuleima constantly cry.
It's been so shocking. I never imagined losing my husband, and especially shocking for my children. My daughter cries calling out for her dad. My little son cries in his sleep.
COVID analysts say it is still early to understand the scope of the problem.
We are facing an incredible challenge that we do not seem prepared to assume. We are a country in mourning, and we are talking about a whole generation marked by the loss of their parents.
It's yet another great challenge posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. The United Nations Children's Agency, UNICEF, says that while the majority of children may not get physically ill from the disease, their lives will forever be affected. Mariana Sanchez, Al Jazeera, Lima, Peru.